Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Angelika's Journal. Um, I've we've had a very hectic week so far this week. Um, yeah, I'm not going to get into details. It's been very hectic, and we're still waiting for Scott's bedroom window to be fixed because when it rains, it leaks the water in the house. Um, yeah. Anyways, among other things going on. So yesterday I just took a me day, and a me day is going for a walk. Um, Not far from here, there is a Dollarama, and I got my hair cut, and then I went for a treat from 7-Eleven from when I used to work at 7-Eleven. I got hooked on their jalapeno cream cheese taquitos, so I had one of those. And yeah, so it was just a me day yesterday, all by my lonesome. And I'm so happy I got my hair cut. Not a whole lot, just like, I don't know, it was so long. I think I cut like 5-6 inches off. I still got my ponytail because I love my ponytail. Anyways, so I wanted to share with you my Dollarama haul. Um, this is some of the things I got. Um, so I just wanted to mention I got this tablecloth. Now it's not very big, and a lot of people don't even have dining room tables anymore. They sit in the living room and have those coffee tables with the table popping up, and they eat right there. Oops, I forgot to turn my ringer off. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Um, yeah, so I got this tablecloth, and I got these pumpkins. Can you see everything that's on the table here? Yeah, so I got these pumpkins with the pine cones because we have our Thanksgiving coming up. I'm in Canada, and our Thanksgiving this year is October 14th, and Halloween is 2 weeks later. So, and as you know, I now have my seasonal tree up. So I was thinking of the tree, and I bought this for the tree. This is the red and green leaves, but I also got yellow and green leaves. So I got the two different packs. And then I got this pack, which is bigger leaves than those, but they have the wire attached to it. So I thought I could use that somehow, maybe make a garland with it or something. So I had unpacked it already, and I even started decorating my tree, realizing I need more for the tree itself. Around it is nice, but the tree itself, I need more. But anyways, that's a project in the future. Um, yeah, then I was thinking as I am going through this, oh yeah, and I kept the labels so that you can see the pricing if you're in Canada. Granted, East Coast, West Coast might be a little different, but I would think Canada would be the same all across Canada. So the tablecloth was $4.50. These leaves, the red and green, and then this one was the yellow and green. They were $1.25 each. So that's like $2.50, and you got tons of leaves. And then this one was $1.50 because they have the wires. But think of it, 25 cents more only. Yes, you get less, but the leaves are bigger and you get wires. I thought that was a great idea. And then I only have one porcelain pumpkin from previous years. So I thought I would get this to make like this I bought to make the skirt under the tree. And then I figured I would add this to the one lonely pumpkin I have. And you know what I mean? Make like two pumpkin patches under the tree. And then these I would put on the tree because pine trees in the fall develop pine cones. So that's why I got that. I do need more pine cones though. And that pack was only $2.50. Then I saw this. Now, like I said, I'm in Canada. Check this out. This has dual purpose. It can be for the fall. You know, you can have a nice arrangement with a candle or whatever on it. But it's also good for Canada Day. Right? Because we have the red maple leaf on our flag. So that works for Canada Day too, which I was so excited when I saw this. I'm like, oh my God, I love things that are dual purpose. So I'll use it in the fall, and then I'll use it again for Canada Day in July 1st. Oh, and that maple leaf was $1.50. You only get the one, but that's okay. It's a really thick felt. Like, it's really a thick felt. So I think this is good. And everything was cut nicely, like these cuts in it. I couldn't see any, you know, other than this getting bent, and that was my doing when I stuck it in the bag. Yeah, so it was worth $1.50, and I'll be using it for many years to come. So another thing I want, before I go on, there was, okay, well, you know what? Let's just go through the whole haul first. All right, so these are the leaves. Okay, then because Halloween follows autumn, I got these things. Plaster figures. And this is for Halloween. Now it does have a pumpkin. So I thought I could make this pumpkin for Thanksgiving. And then the others would be for Halloween. I could even use both of them. This is more like an ornament though. See what I mean? This is more like an ornament, and it's like upside down. Like, I don't know why they printed it upside down. All right, there we go. Like, oh, I guess maybe as an ornament on the tree. They both could be an ornament. And it does have a smile on its face. It's just, I don't see how this would be. This is more Halloween, because you'd make it more with black and red and bloody and I don't know. Anyways, so that those came. And then of course these two are Halloween. These two are Halloween. They come with paints. But I was thinking I have some wood things also. And I have Christmas clay items for Christmas that I've had for years. I think I still have them. That I've never painted. And this was there. So this kit was $4.75. So that I'll paint for Halloween. And then these paints, like look at the size. It's 75 mils. And if you look at the standard bottles, acrylic paints. Like these are the ones I get from the dollar store. They're 118 milliliters, which is 4 US fluid ounce. So 4 ounce. So this is probably, I don't know, maybe 3 ounce. But you get 6 of them for $4.75, whereas this is $1.25 each bottle. You know, yes, you get less. So let's eliminate one. Say 5 at $1.25. It'd be $6.25, where it was only $4.75. Yeah, it's not all the colors, but you know what? That's fine. You just buy the blue and the red that's not in here. You know what I mean? You got the black and white, which you can make other colors with it then. Anyways, I thought this was a good deal. And because I got these for Halloween, it would work. And then the black and white is always needed. And then the yellow, the orange, maybe the purple, I could use for Christmas and just add red and gold. Like I could add sparkles to this. anyways, I thought it was a good deal. And then I got this. So then when I got home and I started unpacking this and setting up the tree, and I sat back. Oh yeah, and then, wait. Oh yeah, this is part of the next part. Hold on. Just have to put that paint away. Then when I was looking at the tree, I go and I looked at these extra leaves I had, and I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, just one. And one of these. And maybe one of these. And I was thinking, wait a minute, I could do a photocopy. Right? You just make it look like a whole bunch of leaves on the ground. Okay, you're doing it. It should be on the mat. Get rid of these shiny stuff. There, just like that. Like, I could do something like this. On my printer. You know what I mean? Like, take white paper. You could even glue it down. You know, maybe put them even on the page like that. Maybe you do it like that. No, like that. And then maybe have a couple of, oops, where's the lines? A couple like this underneath it. There. You could glue it down, or you could just flip it and put it right on your scanner on your printer. And there you've got some fall paper. Yeah, the background is not colored. And if you do color the background, oh, by all means, color the background. But keep in mind, if you're doing a photocopy, it's going to take more ink if you're also going to photocopy a background. So what my idea was, you know, like make this side as busy as you want. And then make this side as busy as you want. Maybe won't use the little reds, and we'll use the big red. And then put a bunch of leaves on it. You know what I mean? Glue it down and photocopy it. It will photocopy this, but on a white background, which then uses less ink. But I just thought that would be so nice. And then you'd have paper for if you like to do fall journals. I don't. The only way I would do something fall would be if I'm giving someone a journal and their birthday's in the fall. Like my boyfriend, his birthday's in November. That's still the fall because winter doesn't hit till the end of December. So, you know what I mean? I could do some of this for his journal. But if you like to do seasonal journals, that's another idea. And then when my mind was going crazy about these leaves and what you can do with the leaves, then I realized, wait a minute, the tablecloth. These are maple leaves, right? This is oak leaves with acorns. Pick an area that you like, fold it so only that area shows, go scan it. It's a white background. Right? Now this big maple leaf you can't really do. Oh, wait a minute. But for Canada Day, you could do this one. Photocopy this on your paper if you want to do a journal for Canada Day. You know what I mean? Because it's mostly red. There's some orange, but the only way you could do this is if you can go to the office store. And if, like with us Staples, they have those big machines that can do just about anything. Maybe if I'm lucky, they can shrink this down and just have it the size of a regular piece of paper, or even a 12 by 12 you could work with, right? So that one wouldn't quite work. But all this would. And then when I was decorating my tree area, if I can get this separated, I should have separated it beforehand. I had this from, I don't know. I think I bought it when we were in the house. So, I don't know, within the last 4 or 5 years. I had bought this at the dollar store. But I always felt like it was a little bland. It needed more. And yes, the red fur came off, but I figured, oh, it's like it's opening, or the bird was pecking at it or something. Like, I didn't let it get to me. I do have some cotton batting. I could put some cotton batting, like it's starting to open up and there's cotton inside. Whether it's true or not doesn't matter. It's just the look, right? And then when I got these leaves, I thought, wait a minute. And I took 3 of them. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? You probably can't even see it. I probably had it like facing me and you didn't really get to see it. It has a long stem that I folded upwards because I put it in a little shot glass like that. It doesn't need a big glass. If you have lots to add with it, then you could leave it and put it in a taller one, but a shot glass is big enough. So anyways, like I was saying, we're starting to say, I got these and I started thinking, oh, wait a minute. So I put it in the shot glass, right? And then I made sure that you can see all the parts. And then I stuck one of these in here. There. And I'm like, oh, I'm liking this. Ooh. Right? And then I took, I don't know which one. I don't know what order I had them in. This one I had folded. So this one was probably on the side closer to the front. See, like that. And then this one was still full. I didn't bend the stem, so it probably was here in the middle. And there you go. Doesn't that look better? Like, I love it. Hopefully you can see it. I'm not out of screen. No, you can see it. Like, isn't that nice? And so I have this next to the tree. You know what I mean? Like, I really like that. So, to photocopy this wouldn't work. This would be something, you find a nice container for it. You could get something wooden. Glass, you'd want to cover it. Maybe put some leaves on the glass just to cover the glass, because the glass isn't very appealing. You could even put the leaf higher up and then put one sideways. You know what I mean? Just one dab of glue, like just to hold it in place, you know, and then you can always take it off if you want, or just leave it for next year. But this would be something you would take your phone and you would take a photograph of, have a nice background, like hang this up somewhere, and then put it in front of that. And then with your phone, take a picture. And then you could then put that picture on your laptop and then print from your laptop. And you could make this a print. That's another page in your journal. Right? Actually, I might. I don't know, but I might do that. You just hang this up, you know, just hang it up. Like I have this shelf here with these wooden crates. I could hang it up here, tuck it underneath those things so it's draping, put it in front, take a picture, save it to my Google Photos. and go on my laptop and download it from Google Photos and then send it to my printer. Unfortunately, I would have loved to print some of this stuff to give you an example, but I'm all out of printer ink, which is one of the reasons why we've been trying to go run errands, because we need some groceries in the house. Not desperate, but we do need groceries. And I wanted to go to Staples and check out their pricing on ink. I don't remember. I know I've always ordered it through Amazon, but I thought since we moved, everything's new. Let's try again and check out pricing at Staples. And then anybody else we can think of that sells ink, like even London Drugs sells ink, and just do a price comparison. So that also means that until I can run these errands over the next few days, hopefully, I will find the least expensive ink for my printer, and then I'll have the ink, and then next week I'll actually be able to photocopy these things and do what I was just saying to you guys. Like, you could even put pumpkins around. Ooh, I like that idea. Put pumpkins around the bottom of this vase to cover the vase and the pine cones, and take a photograph. That would actually be really nice. There won't be a lot of white because there's going to be a lot of this color. So these colors on your printer ink is going to run down. Like, I don't have an eco tank. I have where you buy the colored cartridge and the black cartridge. And then, you know, it does X amount of photocopies. And yeah, I don't have where you can add the color that you need. I'd love to get an eco tank, but it's just not in the budget right now. Anyways, and then, hold on, there's more. Yeah, there's more. There's always more. Then I was thinking, wait a minute, I got oven mitts. If you have oven mitts or placemat or anything like that that has this fall pattern, see, this would be the pattern, and then I could put a piece of paper in front of this, and then it would be this on top and then white on the bottom. Or I could print the whole thing. Remember, it will take more ink. Then I went in my cupboard to see what else I could find. And then I realized I have an apron. So now I don't have to have the brown. This is equal to a size of standard printer paper. There we go. Another paper for my fall journal. Not that I do fall journals, I'm just saying. Then I pulled out a placemat. I only pulled this one out. But I do have a taupey colored one for the falls. I have a tablecloth this color, and then I have taupe colored placemats for it. But I also have these, which is more for Christmas. You could use this for your paper too. Check out how it photocopies. Remember, shiny stuff, you got to test out one print first, see if it works. But placemats is another one. Maybe just don't have a shiny one. Aprons. Here's a spring one. Whoop. We don't want the pocket, right? There you go. This is the size of a piece of paper. Wouldn't that be nice in a spring or summer journal? Then I have this, which is my backup pillow cover for on my sofa, because I have two beige and then this blue one, and I always have a backup, so when I wash one I use the other, and if one breaks, well, I've got a backup. Wouldn't this be nice as paper too? So yeah, there are no restrictions to one's imagination. And the reason why I'm talking about all this stuff and I'm like really into this stuff is because if you can save money, why not? Like, if you think of the hundreds of dollars we spend on papers Like if you can get free downloads, go for it. Yes, you're buying ink, but if you can find a printer that uses the least amount of ink, like those eco tanks supposedly can print like 5,000 copies before it runs out of ink. Of course, it depends on how colorful and you know what I mean, whether there's a white background in that. But supposedly, eco tanks printers can print more than a standard printer. And if you get an eco tank that is designed for photos too, then it's a better quality of print. So it all depends on how far you want to go. I'm just starting out. I have a standard printer, and yeah, I'd love to design my own papers, and who knows, maybe one day I'll put it on Etsy or Ko-fi or something. Like, I don't know. We will see. I'm just saying, you know. Also, these shelf liners and the wallpaper and the wrapping paper. I just wanted to mention, you saw how much I had, right? I still have 2 drawer liners, which the drawer liners, I only cut it and put it in a file. I don't back it. There's no reason for it. The peel and stick, I will back it onto regular printer paper. I think I forgot to mention this in that video where I was doing the wrapping paper. Wallpaper, I just do standard paper, printer paper. There's no reason for a heavy-duty cardboard backing. The only reason why I use the cardboard backing for the wrapping paper is because wrapping paper is very thin. I don't know how many times I've gone to wrap a present and I've pulled too hard and the paper ripped. Unless you're willing to pay good money for good quality wrapping paper, they are pretty flimsy. And that's why I use cardstock to back my wrapping paper. But wallpaper, you're just getting rid of that peel and stick stuff like this backing. So you just do it on printer paper and it's fine. This one doesn't even need it. All you need to do is flatten it out. So one piece I cut into basically 4 pieces for one sheet. Like I have 4 sheets here. So it would give me 16 pages. And I put it in a file folder. Now I have been known to open this up and put it under my rubber mat on my desk here. This rubber mat here. I have been known to put this underneath that rubber mat and leave it for 2-3 days. It'll still curl, but not as bad. And it makes it easier to cut it. And then I put it in the file folder in my filing cabinet. And over time, it starts to straighten out. It's never perfect. You can always put it under books for the weight to straighten it too. But this is no backing. This peel and stick is just regular printer paper. And then the wrapping paper is cardstock. I still have 3 rolls of this and this 1 roll. So, oh no, 2 rolls. I think I still have the pink one, don't I? Oh no, I must have put it in the bucket. All right, so 3 of these and 1 of these I'm still working on. I still have a whole bunch of these that I want to do the faux leather on and decorate them. And I know these are projects that I've already showed you on previous videos, how I've done it and that. But these were just sample ones. So the other ones I'm going to do are going to be, they're not going to be sample ones. They're going to be, you know, actual nice journals or notebooks. So these technically I should be folding them, getting them to stay like that. I just haven't gotten to it. There's just so much going on. Anyways, so there you have it. That's today's video. That's all I have. I just wanted to give you some more ideas on things you can photocopy and use in your journals. You know, if you think of it, how many sheets of paper do you put in a journal? If you have one signature, what, 10 pieces of paper? So that would be 10 photocopies. You can print them when you need them and only when you need them. You don't have to make a whole bunch of photocopies. I usually do one, maybe two, just so that if I want to use it, I know what it's going to look like. And then when I do my journal, I then go hunting. What papers do I like for that journal? So you don't have to print like a whole bunch. So you're not going to run out of paper like that quickly. But you will be using more ink, right? So eventually, yeah, it's going to be quicker if you're printing your own papers than if you buy them. But unless you buy them at the dollar store, you know what I mean? It might be cheaper just printing them and making your own. Because think of it, if you make your own, you can customize it. Things that appeal to you and that you like. And when you make something for somebody, you know, I'm sure for selling too, I'm thinking more of giving. You know, you want to put your heart in it. It represents you with them in mind because you know what they like, right? Anyways, yeah. So I will let you go. Remember, do what makes you happy and everything else will fall into place. And I will see you on the next one. Take care, everybody.